start realizing you're not victims and you're creating it all. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can create any reality you want. The nervous system gets about 4 to 10 million bits of data per second. Here I have 2 million. That was an old statistic. Recently I've been hearing 4 to 10 million. This increases a lot every year. In one day we get more data than we used to get in a year, 100, 200, 300 years ago. We get more information coming at us. Imagine living out in the Himalayas somewhere in a little village. It's just your little how much data comes at you in a day? How much information? Today, sitting in Los Angeles, how much information comes at you in an hour? Cell phones, planes, things everywhere. And because of that, more and more information comes at us constantly. The world is moving faster. Opportunities also move faster. Possibilities move faster, but we're overloading. And so part of our evolution is to learn to manage the greater capacity of information and teach our subconscious to sort for what we want out of it. Whereas before we could move really slow, but we also had less opportunity because we moved so slow. You can only consciously pull out of the 4 to 10 million bits of data, something like 7 bits of data, plus or minus a bit. Out of that 7, you're going to pull out the 7 that most match your stories about how the world functions, how the world should be. This includes how women are. This includes how men are, how other men are, how you are. You're going to be able to validate any fucking story on the planet you want to validate. If I'm a piece of shit, I can validate out of 4 to 10 million bits of data per second that I'm a piece of shit. If I love myself, I'll validate that too. If I think women are fucking amazing, my mind will sort for the amazing women in the room. If I think women are bitches that want my money, I'm going to sort in the room and I'm going to somehow manage to find those women out of all that information, and my subconscious will clue in on it and get me with that woman. And I'll be like, see, they're all like this. What I want you to do is start realizing you're not victims and you're creating it all. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can create any reality you want. Because the moment you say, look, I created all the pain in my life and all the good, maybe unconsciously in the beginning, but now I'm starting to do it more consciously, the sooner you can start to create any reality you want in the future. You control everything and you become more and more powerful because of it. A lot of people say, well, if I created this, that, and the other, then there's something wrong with me. No, you're not. That's the experiences you created from an unconscious place. Now let's start learning to create consciously and create a new experience. There's nothing wrong with either experience. Even disease teaches something. Even illness teaches something. It teaches us to grow and manifest and become more powerful and wake up. Now, who do you want to be? When I was this skinny many years ago and not feeling good and sickly and everything, I chose a new experience and I reinvented everything about myself internally because I knew I could. I had enough training at that time and experience to know that was possible, so I chose it. Now, it was not easy work, but now every time I do something like that, it becomes easier because I did the initial work. Everything is much easier to manifest and move. The middle class values comfort over everything else. They have their minivan, they have their sex on Thursday night, and they have their boring little lives. We have to learn to relax into a goal. We have to learn to let go. I see a lot of teachers teaching people how to state pump and jump up in the air every day. They're going to burn themselves out.